Hi, good evening, Paul and Gail. So it is very nice to see you. How are you?
Very fine.
Really well. It's
Doing well.
wonderful to see you,
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah. So, well, we really excited about our event in 6 March, and a lot of people asking, what is Brain Gym Playshop? So, can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. So this is Playshop is a 90 minute sample of what we do in Brain Gym. It's a total experience to help get a feeling about what we do in our longer workshops. So instead of workshop, it's a play shop. We're going to work and play and have an experience, a sample of what we do.
Yes, and so in this particular play shop, we're going to be talking about drawing out learning and why that's important and why that's different from regular learning and how we can draw out learning from ourselves as well as from kids and make it a lot more fun because it's all in the landscape that we create, and the landscape in Brain Gym is not the physical area that we're in. It's the soft skills that we use, the language that we use, the intention that we have, the philosophy that we bring to it. Maria Montessori, the great educator Maria Montessori said, the environment is the third teacher. So the teacher, the child being two of the teachers, and the third teacher being the actual environment.
So in our point of view, the child is the curriculum, not the curriculum that you're supposed to learn. There's some things you are supposed to learn, and you can study them and memorize them, and that's a good system. But drawing out, that's what education means, to draw out, lead out, and go from where you are to where you want to go. And we want to meet every student, everyone we do a balance with, where they are and take them where they're going to go. And
Yeah, sounds so exciting and interesting. So, are we going to have like playing around during the workshop, or are we going like having a practice, or also with the theory?
We are going to do a group balance using these soft skills that we're going to be sharing with everyone. And we're going to be doing some play activities. And we are going to use, usually in Brain Gym, we only use heart and hands. And that's kind of been that's kind of been the Brain Gym style for a very long time, that it's all about heart and hands. And this is definitely about heart and hands, but we're also going to be bringing in some play activities, some movement and dance and playful things that we can do before and afters to see how we're integrating our goals. Because in Brain Gym, our intention is not about expanding ourselves by getting more information. In fact, research tells us that doesn't even really work so well, because information is lost over time. And the longer the time, the more information is lost. But this is about expanding our sensory and motor capabilities so that we bring more of ourselves to the learning experience. Yep. So how can I bring more of my joy and my interest and my curiosity and my purpose? And in that way, every single person, no matter how many people come together for a group balance, when you are looking at the balance in that way, every person has a unique experience, completely unique experience.
Yep. So we're going to learn how to learn. We're going to learn to have that absorbent mind that is so involved in whatever you do, whether it's a crossword puzzle or reading a book or climbing a mountain. You get totally present with whatever you're doing and you experience the joy of learning. And that's what Brain Gym is about, the simple activities to draw out the aliveness and the love and helping each other. We all get there together by playing and working together. So.
Wow, that's wonderful. So we have another question from the participant, which is who is very new with the Brain Gym. So she asked, "What is balance?"
Yeah. Balance has lots of meanings. In Brain Gym, balance means the steps that we take from beginning to end. We do pace. We gotta get a goal, and we act out the goal. So a balance is the system, and what makes Brain Gym so great is the balance. It's not if you just do the activities, you feel good, it's fun, but when you do it as part of a balance, it reorganizes the brain and you grow the brain. The brain is designed to learn if you give it goals and go step to step. If you just live your life one day at a time, every day is the same as the next, and don't grow the brain. The brain doesn't care whether you get better or not. It only wants to keep you alive and surviving. But if you want to grow the brain, you need to do a balance, whatever you want to call it. So balance has been the word we've been using. It's the system to go from the beginning to end, and when you get it, you celebrate, and you have a new and growing brain.
Can I jump in here?
Yes, please do.
So another way to understand a balance, Paul, is to see the balance as a process that contains the learning. So very often we say, you go to school and you sit down and you have your math lesson and your reading lesson and your spelling lesson, and learning is kind of pouring in, and it's information, and now it's this information, and now it's that information. Or maybe you're interacting with someone, and social emotional learning, and that's a very important part of Brain Gym too. But when we do a balance, we condense the learning. And we say, now it's going to be these 5 steps, and we're going to experience the learning through our bodies. Through our bodies and through our senses, we experience what the learning is. And so the information piece shrinks. It gets very small by comparison, because I, as a human being, and I'm so much bigger, than the information.
Yep.
And then I, as a person, am so much more interesting than the information alone. And so when I come to the balance then, and I take those 5 steps, I see how I am bringing more and more of myself to the learning process. And that excites me, just like a little toddler or a young child who goes out and says, "Oh, I want to see the spiders. Show me the spiders, or show me the ladybugs." There's excitement and there's wanting to learn, but it's
learning's an adventure.
It's an adventure, yes, because we're in the body.
Yep. So we're going to have a experience. The key word is experience, and to understand that learning is a joy, not hard work and not trying, not suffering, not getting bad grades, taking tests. That's part of it. But when you do brain gym, you find the information you need, and it's part of the whole experience. It's not because you're supposed to do it. You know?
That's really wonderful. So listening to both of you, I almost jump and start to go and run. So I believe that on the event, the Brain Gym Playshop, we are going to experience it by ourselves, within ourselves, right? And I think this is really wonderful, especially in Indonesia. I don't know with the other country. During this pandemic issue, a lot of children got stressed because they learn at home and stuck their eyes and their sensory on the screen. So I believe that Brain Gym Playshop will give lots of benefit to parents and also to a lot of children, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have children on our play shops, so the mothers, parents, and family can do it together. So
Yes, exactly. So thank you, Paul and Gail. Do you want to have something to say for the closing? Thank you for your time.
Oh, I think that parents and educators both will really appreciate the possibilities for releasing stress and coming into an experience of ourselves, and then rediscovering ourselves and rediscovering learning through movement, which is, we believe, that movement is the door to learning.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can't be depressed or frustrated if you're moving. So you got to get up and move as soon as you feel stressed. It's time for movement and maybe a self-balance.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you, Paul and Gail. Oh, you are dancing now. Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Okay, so come and join us. You'll be glad you did.
Yeah.
Say that again, but come more to center of camera here.
Come and join us. You'll be glad you did.
Yes, we're looking forward to seeing you all.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you for both of your time for this evening talk. See you soon on
Henry, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it by ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you.